Story time with Fergie and friends.
Hello, it's Fergie and friends, and it's mums, dads, granny, grandpa, aunts and uncles, girls and boys, and doggies. Woo-wee. Hello everybody, it's Fergie and friends, and it's story time, and it's very exciting, and we're here live with Little Red at Bluebell Wood, Buttercup Cottage in Bluebell Wood near the River Noodle. Yes, and Little Red and Little Blue say they're very, very happy to have us in one of their rooms. Today we're in the bluebells. Look, lovely bluebells everywhere. So let's read a book, Rory, shall we? Anyway, A Bird Called Swoopy. We're going to read a book called A Bird Called Swoopy, and I'm going to put on my, what are these? Reading goggles. You are correct. You are correct. Reading goggles on, and away we go. And this is A Bird Called Swoopy, written by PRG Collins, illustrated by Madeline Simpson. How exciting is this? Life Lessons for Kids, the Farmyard Series, Book 1. Once upon a time there was a bird called Swoopy. He was big, black and white magpie who lived high up in a gum tree with his mum and dad just near a golf course. It was a lovely sunny day, and Swoopy was sitting in their nest looking out through the treetops. Suddenly he saw a golf ball land below him. Plop, plop, plop along the green fairway. It was a white one. He swooped down, picked it up and put it in his beak and flew back high up to the nest. He heard a man shout something below, but he didn't think anything was wrong, so he just closed his eyes and had his afternoon nap, nestling into the rippled ball. The next day he was sitting at home again in the family nest, munching on a nice worm, a warm breeze flowing across his feathers, the sun high in the blue sky, when suddenly it happened again. Another golf ball went plopping by. This time it was a pink one. Wow! He swooped down and picked it up. Swoopy, what are you doing? Where did those golf balls come from? I picked them up from the ground, Mum. You should never take things that don't belong to you, Swoopy. If it doesn't belong to you, don't take it. Do you understand why? Yes, Mum. Swoopy thought to himself, Mum's right, but I like them. They're pretty and round and snuggly, so I'm going to keep them. He dozed off to sleep, dreaming of being a football player and winning a premiership. Swoopy awoke to a plop, plop, plop sound beneath him. Another golf ball bounced along the green fairway below, and it was a very handsome yellow one. Just as Swoopy put his beak around the yellow golf ball to take it back to his nest, he heard a loud voice. Stop! Stop stealing, Swoopy, the golfer said. You will get into trouble if you do that. Those balls don't belong to you, so you must not take them. He was very angry. Swoopy's mum took him in her wings and said, Swoopy, taking things that don't belong to us is wrong. I know you like the golf balls, but they belong to other people. You can't just fly in and take them. Swoopy nodded. He was embarrassed. And Swoopy, remember, I told you not to touch things that don't belong to you. Swoopy lifted his head and nodded again. Yes, Mum. Mum, I've been a naughty magpie. I won't do that again, I promise. Swoopy had a big fright when the man shouted at him, but he knew deep down that the man was right. Swoopy felt bad. He tried to sleep to forget what he'd done, and he made a promise to himself that he'd never ever do it again. When he woke up, he picked up the golf balls in the nest and dropped them over the side one by one. They landed gently back down onto the green grass. He heard a man call out, Thanks, magpies, we know you won't take things again. Swoopy looked at his mum and dad and squawked softly, Gee, I'm glad that lesson's over, Mum. They all went to sleep as the stars came out, and do you know Swoopy never again took anything that didn't belong to him. You might see him fly by one day. Take a look. Thank you, Swoopy. What a lovely book.
With Fergie and friends. With Fergie and friends.